seconds.
What's up, guys? Welcome back, Project Time Garage. Well, we've got a Honda Spree Part 3 coming at you. Got my helper back with me today. Say hi.
Hi.
Today we're going to try to get we're going to try to get it to run and try to get it to move under its own power. We're going to work out some of the issues with like the forward controls and the cables. Then we're going to put a turn signal bulb in it, aren't we? Okay.
We need to.
We need to, I agree.
Have
really
to.
Have to.
No choice.
No choice. So, we're going to do some of that stuff. First off, let me show you where we are, where we left off last time. I may or may not have done a couple of things since then, but you'll get the gist here in a minute. Come take a walk. So when we last left our little Spree, we managed to make it kind of pop just by dribbling some fuel down there to make it go. And so since then, I have taken a carburetor out of the stash of parts. If you don't know what stash of parts I'm talking about, check the video. You'll see it in the link there. I did go ahead and put another throttle assembly on it. The other one I had, the switch itself was so bad and torn up that I couldn't even make it work. It was just impossible. So I grabbed this one off of a donor bike, again from the stash. So I actually have a throttle control, but more importantly, I have an on and off switch. So that was one of the things I was wanting to do. But now that we've gotten that far, here's what we get when we try to start the thing. Smoking like crazy, rich as can be. I'm sure the needle and seat are the problem. I can drain the fuel out of the carburetor and hit it, and it'll start until it overcomes itself again. So we're going to go ahead and pop this carburetor off. We're going to put it over there in the ultrasonic cleaner, and we're going to get to changing this turn signal bulb. Well, rather Addison is. So let's get started with that. Okay. So the first thing we're going to have to do here is we're going to have to pinch off. This is a gas line. It has gas in it. The people of YouTube know that this is a valve that turns on when the bike is trying to start, but I have drilled that out because it didn't work and I needed to get something going. So when I unplug this, fuel will go. I'm going to come up here somewhere and just pinch it off with my trusty pliers.
Oh, now it smells.
And then when I unplug this, it will most certainly drop some fuel.
It's going to pass
and
gas.
There goes the fuel.
Oh,
Let's make sure it's really dropping fuel. Oh yeah, it's dropping fuel. Tons of it. All right. You're going to take off that screw there. That's the choke.
Okay.
That one. You'll have to use all three hands probably.
Three?
Okay. Leave that there. There's another one behind there. You want me to break it loose? A little bit of a pain to get to. Okay, there you go. You just have to make sure. Yeah. Just make sure you're on it good. I think that may be enough right there. It is. You're fine. You don't have to take it all the way out.
Alright.
That's the choke. You just lay him aside. This thing here, you can keep unscrewing that.
I know, unscrew this.
Yeah, just with your hands. No, you don't have to finish that one. That one's fine. Yeah, that part there. Just pull it all out. All right, that's that. Stick that through there. Next thing you're going to do is you're going to have that screw there. Actually, I think you can probably do it like this. That one there is going to come out.
So you go.
Whichever way is hardest. There you go. It'll get really easy, so you just have to use your fingers now. See, it's too easy for the ratchet. Don't look like. There you go. Just take it all the way out. Put it on the running board.
Why don't you go get that metallic thingamajigger that sticks to everything?
It's full of bolts already. Alright, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to get that back one back here. It's going to be a little harder to get to, but it's like, see, like that right there.
Oh, yeah.
So it'll take both hands, one on this and one on that.
Oh.
You got it. There you go. Like that. Now you'll just give it all you got.
Ow.
There you go, you got it. This fellow will slide right out. And we're going to take it right here. We're going to take it apart. Alright, so we're going to get this thing ready to put in the dip. Right? And the dip is pretty nasty, so anything that's rubber or plastic has to come off or the dip will eat it. And that's not what we want.
No.
So there's an O-ring here, and I usually don't like to take these kind of things out because a lot of times when you take things like this out, they never go back in because they stretch.
Oh, yeah.
But we'll see.
I remember we were working on Freedom and I had to do that. It was terrible. Taking them off were easy because you could just rip them off, but putting them back on, you cannot rip them.
That's correct.
Terrible.
And that should be all. So this part here and this part here all go into the drink. So
Now, what is that liquid?
this is Berryman's Chem Dip. Okay, now Addison wants to change that turn signal bulb because that one's burned out and it doesn't go clicky clicky. Alright, so bulbs like that, you have to push in and turn at the same time. So you have to hold it back, yeah, like that. Push in and turn. And it turn a half and it'll pop out. There it is.
Wow.
So the question is, in my infinite stash of stuff, do I have another bulb?
Who knows?
Who knows? So there's our bulb, and it actually looks good.
Yeah.
So we're going to test it, and we're going to see if it works or not.
I have a feeling it's the bulb.
Well,
Hopefully.
we'll put that in there. Wrong side, hold on.
Whoa, that's
Okay,
great.
so the bulb works, so it's not the bulb.
Not the bulb. You're good, little buddy.
So let's put the bulb in. Turn signal's on, but it doesn't work. The other side works.
Let's see if, like, oh, look at this.
Oh, we unplugged the wires for it, didn't we?
Yeah.
Okay, let's see where those go.
I don't know where it goes.
Oh, I know where they go.
Connect green to green and
Look,
red
orange.
to red.
Okay, here's orange.
Orange.
It goes here.
Orange does not match with red.
No, but it's orange. See, that's orange.
Colorblind person would
But
fail at this. No offense to all the colorblind people out here.
look here. And this is just going to be temporary, I guess. But I'll bet this works. Let's see.
Yay! Oh, I love the sound. Just listen. Hopefully y'all can hear that.
Okay. So both turn signals now work. We don't have a horn still, but we still have turn signals. Okay.
Yay!
We're getting better. You need to put that back together.
I can't find it.
Gotta pull hard. You gotta really pull. That's the other side.
Okay.
Yay. Alright, you have turn signals now. It's a good start.
Woohoo!
Well, a couple of days have gone by. We got the carburetor out of the soak. It's been in there for a while. We're going to put this thing back together and see what we have as far as carburetor.
Oh goodness.
Well, I'll say it runs. I'll say it runs pretty well, actually.
Yeah.
I went ahead and took the front fairing here off of it so I could easily access things. I put the key switch back on it. And let's see. Oh, we took the front brake cable.
This brake.
And we took it off. And then we took this cable here off and sprayed some lube in it. So we lubed the cable and we got the front brake working. Now the bike starts. The front brake works. Little spree. Next thing. So we worked on it some last night. We got it running pretty well. I went ahead and stuck a headlight in it and just a few basic things back on it so that she could ride it up and down the driveway. We're going to leave it disassembled like this for a little while and let her ride it some and make sure that everything's good, everything works. Still got to get this rear brake. I got to get that going. But anyway, check it out. Starts and runs pretty well, in fact. Turn the gas on. Pretty cool. So what's left? Well, get all the lights working that don't work. I think most of them pretty much do. The rear brake cable, obviously. The horn. We've got to get the horn going. That girl wants the horn working so bad that it just simply must. So, haven't even looked at it yet. That should be really simple to fix. Got to get the mirrors put on it, or got to get some mirrors put on it, I guess. So this thing sat out under trees for so long that you can see the finish is terrible. But what I did find out is I can take a little bit of compound, like the same thing that I use just to compound cars or automotive paint. Just rubbed a little bit of that right there with a quick cloth, and it shined up some. So I think what I can do is take my little swirl killer buffer and some medium compound and probably bring that back out, because it's kind of strange. It's almost like there's a film over it I can scratch off with my fingernail, but it won't wash off, it won't scrub off, and I have some pretty serious cleaners and none of it touched it. So on this fuel valve, the diaphragm in it was dead. So what I did was I went right here, took a drill bit the same size as the inlet, and drilled all the way through. So this thing here basically just isn't anything other than just a 90 at this point. So did that, and I'll probably have to find a way to put a fuel cutoff on it, because I don't like things to sit with fuel down in the carburetor bowl. The oil injection, I have not looked at that yet. Probably what I need to do is go ahead and put some oil in it and unhook the oil tube here, start it up, and just make sure that I have oil. If I do, I'll go back to using it. I've got to order a breather for it. That's something that's got to be done. Aside from that, just a really good bath. She wants to paint the wheels on it, so we'll do that. The front was not too bad, but rear one's pretty grimy, so we'll do that while we're at it. I don't believe that this is the seat I'm going to keep on this bike. This seat is really, really nice. It doesn't have any problems at all. And I've got an 87 black and purple that is in just super nice shape. It just has a couple of small rips on the seat. So I think I'm going to save this seat for my 87 and use one of my other 10,000 seats for it. So that's that. I'll bring you guys back when she actually rides it up the driveway. That should be pretty interesting. So anyway, just stand by. All right, everybody. So this is where we're at with the Spree. We have another new battery for it, because the ones that have the acid in them are just, they don't hold the charge at all. You can charge them for like 6 months out of the box and they still don't hold the charge. So I went ahead and got a sealed battery, much better. Let's see, what else we do? We put what else do we do, Addison? Oh, we put an air filter in it.
Oh yeah, air filter.
Tried to fix the horn, but the horn itself is dead. Anyway, Miss Addison is going to demonstrate her riding prowess on it. Take off, Miss Addison. And we're gone. All right, guys. So we had a shakedown run. She rode it. She did really well. It runs fine, but it quit pulling. So it still pulls, but not very much. It's obvious the clutch is shot. You kind of figure that's going to happen after something set for this long. The clutch had good pads when I tore it apart, but I would imagine it probably just either disintegrated or slung them off or something else. So our shakedown run revealed that. So it's good that we left this thing kind of apart. We're going to go ahead and fix that. And we're going to try to do something about this, this fuel shutoff, AKA vice grips. Going to pull this carb back off of it again, give it another thorough cleaning, and see what we can do. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and close this video here after the successful test ride, which was my goal for this video. In the next episode or installment of this bike, we'll go ahead and get the final things put together on it. We're going to go ahead and reassemble it as a final time and start working on some beautification. So that'll be something to watch. And so that'll probably be my final episode on this. And hopefully at that point, it'll be together and ready to run again. Anyway, as usual, really appreciate you guys hanging out with us, watching us work on this thing, watching her get to enjoy it some. If you haven't already subscribed, I really appreciate it. Throw something down in the comments if you've got suggestions on this bike or other projects you might like to see done here on this this channel.
Paint it hot pink.
Probably not paint it hot pink. I wouldn't think. But anyway, also if you don't already have the bell notification on to see when we upload new videos, I urge you to go ahead and click that. Tell all your friends. Really appreciate it. See you next time. You're supposed to say see you next time.
Oh. Wait, what?
See you next time.
Oh, see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Good job.